Constructicon.
It's feel good, yeah. It's feel good, It's feel good, yeah. It's feel good. Think about a lot. Thoughts flood my mind, the lines form and whatnot. Nas needed a mic, now I need me a shot. Put the state on my back, watch him hate till I pop off. Never can I fall, this is destiny. Cooking with words, burp the herb, check the recipe. I wonder if my exes still miss me. Scars take more time to fade, unlike hickeys. I wonder when you vote, does it even matter? I wonder could we heal the world with some laughter, or will we still scatter? I wonder if our prayers got murked today. Would Pence be any better or more decay? Yeah. Through the looking glass, wonder, oh I wonder, man, would this forever last? Yeah, through the looking glass, wonder, oh I wonder, man, would this forever? I don't need doubt, I don't need fear, or at least loud. I don't cry tears, barely feel love, and I feel hate. Battle shit alone, tell me if you can relate. Yeah. Wonder, oh I wonder, man, would this forever? When I was a kid, thought about less stuff. Rap gave me life, felt I was next up. Glued to the tube, watching MTV Cribs. Got a glimpse of it all and how I wanted to live. In depth, I wore Timbs and double XTs. Blast my MP3, I'm on skull candies. Through the years, it's been the same self-identity. Only thing that changed was bitches and amenities. I dry my ills in the bottle of some Hennessy. Gloom come and go like my memories. You can find me roasting up a blunt to some Kenny G. Sade, middle finger up as I'm speeding through the highway. People always looking at me sideways, so it's fuck 'em all. I just gotta do it my way. That's what I say. Yeah. Through the looking glass, wonder, oh I wonder, man, would this forever last? Yeah, through the looking glass, wonder, oh I wonder, man, would this forever? I don't need doubt, I don't need fear, or at least loud. I don't cry tears, barely feel love, and I feel hate. Battle shit alone, tell me if you can relate. Yeah.
Living in this cold-hearted world, trying to keep my grip while I'm trying to raise my baby girl. It's a trip. Trump got these racist fucks seeing red. Gotta watch these pigs, cause they rather kill a nigga dead in these streets. Gotta keep it slow when we creep. Finger out the window screaming, fuck the police. Shit is ill. Bill Cosby gone, R. Kelly on that shit again. Why the fuck can we get clean water in Flint, Michigan? Puerto Rico still destroyed. That's the shit I'm pondering. At the same time, praying that I make it home again.
Where we at? We're here somewhere. There we go. Oh my gosh. We were hiding. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Welcome to another edition of the casting room. And as you see, we got a backdrop today. All of a sudden, there you go. We got the front cover. You know what I mean? I feel like a superstar next to that rich man at the table, man. I feel you.
Yeah, I stay broke.
Hey, man, you already know me. Real talk, yo. Bills paid.
That's it.
Food in the house. That's rich, man.
That's it.
Don't let these other guys fool you or what they ideas is riches and we just had someone posted it. It shot. Oh God, I forgot the young lady. I apologize, but she hit it right on the head, man. She was saying that
What she said?
you got dudes out here with Gucci belts and all this other shit, broke as hell, waiting for somebody else to crack a bottle. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about Birkin.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Birkin, nigga,
She hit
fuck
that shit right on the motherfucking head, though. Oh, man, but welcome to a casting room where we break down TV shows and movies, especially in the mix of this pandemic we're going through, and things are getting worse before they're getting better. So I want you guys to stay as healthy as possible. It's not just about you washing your hands and keeping safe. It's the people you around, the people you being surrounded with. I just got a email from my son's school that was supposed to open up Monday talking about 2 teachers caught it. I mean, how the fuck teachers catch it and ain't no kids there yet? Like, it's a little off for me. I don't understand what's going on there. So
You thought they was home, nigga.
Right, like-
They was out in the streets.
because they're making the teachers come to the school because they're getting paid. I guess is their way of trying to say, we're going to get you one way or the other. So they're making them pay and travel, and then these niggas is getting it. And like Jeff made a great point, a lot of these teachers are young. These are the ones going out, still partying, still having a good time.
Yeah.
And you going to the school and you affecting other teachers.
And
And
kids.
yeah, which
Like,
the scary part about it
everybody
is
getting it.
kids can't stay away from each other. So they put a hold on to that in our area. So hopefully they're doing that to yours. I know Hackensack said next year, fuck all that.
They said that weeks ago. They was like,
They're
you know
like,
what?
nah.
Go ahead, stay on home.
Yeah, New Year, we're going to see what's going on. We're going to see what's going popping.
Yeah, man.
We'll see if we can get something in here
Wow.
to go do good or whatever. But I'm Truth. That's my partner right there, Mr. Jeff Shears, a.k.a. Mr. Socks. How was your day otherwise, man? Your week was good? And
It wasn't too bad today. I mean, ran some errands, did some things. Everything was all right. Pretty much the week overall wasn't too bad.
okay.
So I can't complain. It wasn't too bad. Enjoyed Veterans Day. Had that day off.
Yo.
Did errands on that shit too.
I just want to say this, yo, because I've seen it happen. And I'm not disrespecting any veterans,
Mhm.
but there are people who put uniforms on just to get free drinks at bars. And I'm dead
Right.
ass. Dead ass. I seen it. Nigga, I saw, like, nigga, you ain't never been in no reserve, no kind of military, put on a uniform just to go to bars to get free drinks. Niggas do that. And that's sad. Because these people that really go out there, put their lives in danger for this country, and you got people that still can't help themselves to take advantage of shit.
That's wild, nigga.
Sad, nigga.
That's wild.
Sad. So shout out to you, real veterans out there. Put your lives on the line. You, especially those individuals who come back with existing PTS.
PTSD. Yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of the governments are forgetting about you, and you out here because there are too many homeless veterans out here. Like, if anybody should be getting proper housing, it should be them first.
Yeah.
Not, Susie May, who keep getting pregnant by the local niggas in the hood so she could stay, fed and shit. So,
Well, yeah.
shout out to y'all. Again, stay safe. It's not just you who constantly cleaning yourself and keeping everything. It's the people you are surrounding yourself with also.
Yeah.
This shit ain't no fucking joke. And just like Jeff talked about, soon as that weather changed, the shit was going to spike.
We there.
Super spikes. They already put 10 o'clock curfews on restaurants and shit. So,
Yeah, and pay attention to that too. I just really want to say that's going to interfere with a lot of business, especially on the weekends. So far on the weekday, it wasn't too bad. People were still home, going to work, whatever it was. But the weekend, when you could get out, when you wanted to go places, like if you wanted to go to American Dream and go to the snow thing, now they got to shut down. They got to be home by 10.
that was the worst mall. You should have just chalked it up and turned it to a betting.
They should have literally put gambling in there.
They should have, because
That's
now,
the only thing that would have saved him, because that
Yeah.
homie hurting right now. He might as well get the insurance on it.
Yeah, it's
I was laughing with my boy at work, and I was like, yo, he need to cut the cameras off for about an hour, pour gasoline through that bitch, and let somebody come match. Put them shits on like, oh, what happened?
Yeah, it's something, man.
That's it, yeah.
And then, because that mall, you got to pay for parking, you got to pay for this.
Yeah.
Wrong time for that, homie.
Yeah.
I think after Christmas is going to be bankrupt season. He's going to hold out.
But that's what most people are doing. We're not, see, the dominoes are slowly falling. One place going, one place going, one place going. When we take and look at it in January, that's what we're going to see. That's when we're going to see. That's what people not paying attention to. After Christmas, yeah, it's going to be hurting. Some of y'all went out there and copped that new PS5. Y'all should have paid y'all motherfucking rent. I just want y'all to know right now. I just want y'all to know. When 500 is missing, when you 500 short, I'm just letting y'all know. I'm just
Hey, dude's $500. Well, no, sorry. I think one is 4 or 5. One is digital, and the other one is what's the name?
Yeah, the disc has backwards compatibility, so you can play the old PS4 games. You can play the other, even on the digital,
Right.
but you can't play the disc games.
Yeah.
And that was $399 for the digital. Yo, they selling them shits for like $1,100
Yep.
on StockX. Now I'm like, nah, nigga, you good. You good.
Yep.
I'll wait, nigga. Don't you worry about it. Sony gonna make some more. Especially when Biden starts talking about another check. If he even talk about it,
He
they
gonna
make
have to.
more.
He
They
gonna
gonna
have
talk
to.
more.
He going to have to.
I'm like, nah, nigga, don't you worry. I'm
He
like,
gonna save y'all as soon as they finish with this. Who who's winning, who's not winning. Now the nigga could go on, cancel everything, shut off your local TV shows to say that the cure should be available by April and it's by my administration.
Yeah, exactly.
And then go the fuck off. But ain't making sure you got, a couple of dollars to feed your family.
Yeah, man.
That nigga should be a fucking ashamed of himself. All right, but let's get into it. What we do here today, we're going to be in and out real quick. But we want to focus on Helstrom.
Helstrom.
They call it Strom. Mm-hmm. Well, the TV show is Helstrom. All right, so I'm going to give a little background on it, then Jeff's will take over with the TV series. Marvel Strikes Again. I never knew this was a character in the Marvel universe. Yeah. Just goes to show that when you put Marvel, it'll get you some kind of feed, generation, something. And here it is. This origin is pretty much where Helstrom, however you want to pronounce it, is the son of the devil.
Yes.
All right? It's him, main characters, him, his father, and his sister.
Yeah.
All right? And in the comic book, because there's a difference, because this goes to show you when it comes to the TV series, they play with certain things or whatever.
Of course.
All right? So this is a man who has obviously demonic powers. Mm-hmm. A lot of his powers comes from, you see that right there, his chest, which was carved in by a certain blade. And this goes to show you what they definitely Marvel, because the hell metal is, oh gosh, I forgot what it's called, because you had Animanium, which is Wolverine.
Okay, Adamantium,
yeah. And then his metal was something about hell, which was the funniest thing in the fucking world. Yeah,
of course.
But it's a specific type of metal. You see he has this trident there, which he eventually wound up killing his father and taking it. And this allows him to have a lot of powers. And he does himself because he is the son of Satan. Also, you have his sister, who is the daughter of Satan. And I like how they did it. They're not twins. Okay. No. He was born, and then his sister was born 6 months later. No idea how the fuck that happened, but
is that what they say? 6 months later?
Yeah, right. Okay. The way they did it's crazy. But she was born after him, and according to the comic books, I'm going to show you the difference here once we go into the TV series. When it comes to the comic books, his sister Anna was his daughter. When you come to Satan, it was daddy's girl.
Right.
Her and her father were hand in hand, and she did what he said. She believed in everything he said, and they went around creating havoc everywhere. Yeah. In that particular Marvel universe, and he was a complete 180. He was the one where he was pretty much raised by his mother. Anna was raised by her father, and this is why you have. Even though he is the son of Satan, he believes in different things.
Right.
And their whole entire thing is where he's fighting against him, and then obviously eventually he winds up killing him, his father. And you can tell when they created this character here, which I think was done in, I could be wrong, so don't hold me to it, but I think it was 1976 or something like that, or 86.
Somewhere
something like that. But he jumps throughout the Marvel universe. He has some comic books. You'll see him with a lot of the other Marvel characters. What's the guy we was just talking about?
Which one?
Oh gosh, Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, yes, he's supposed to be involved in that world.
Right, he's involved in that world and a lot of others. So they really have him jumping around a lot of different universes in Marvel because of the character and where he's from, and you can play with his character a lot. So that's the origin. So let me set it up, and then Jeff, you can take over. Here we have where Hulu decide to where, okay, so we could jump into the Marvel universe with a character and not have to really pay that much money. So,
I don't think it's that. See, the funny thing is, Disney owns them. You get what I'm saying? So it was like it was the darker properties because that you watch the show.
Right.
It's a lot dark. That shit ain't Disney Plus friendly.
Yeah, we got red blood, not green blood.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
A lot of
they curse,
stabbing, and yeah.
They walking on walls. They doing demonic stuff. You know, the demons and the takeover, and they killing kids and so on and so forth. That ain't Disney Plus. That ain't Disney. That that ain't going up on the Disney Channel.
Jeff broke it down to you last week.
Not at
Hulu
all.
is going to be
Yeah.
the rated R version of Disney. That's
Right.
pretty much where Hulu is going to be turned into, which is a smart thing. With them releasing, Deadpool, which is one of the most popular characters in the Marvel universe, but they were scared to release it because they knew it had to be rated R. Now, you kind of played with the whole Venom thing, where he is, and then they released Deadpool, and now all of a sudden, coming into works, you're going to have Havoc, not Havoc. Did I say it? The other symbiome,
Venom.
Venom. The other symbiome, was it Havoc? The one that's in prison.
Oh, Carnage.
Carnage. And you can't do Carnage PG on any.
Just side note on that. Sony would have to team up with Marvel to do it somewhat right.
Yeah, they
Two, they not gonna make it R rated. You get what I'm saying? Like it would have to be.
This one is going to. Carnage is going, and that was the whole them trying to play with it and
They're
doing
not gonna
the
kill
Venom,
nobody on screen like that.
doing the Venom, but not doing it rated R, and it still did really well to their. But it's like, okay,
That was by accident.
right? It was by
I
accident.
swear,
Yeah,
I don't care what nobody else say. That was by accident. They released that shit when nothing was
Perfect
coming out
timing.
in 2 months. It
Perfect
was like, you do it now. Come on. Just put it in. Someone just half off. Man, was it nothing else? So people was like, oh, a Sony flick? Let's go check it out. You get what I'm saying? Because if that was the case, and it just garnered the money, they could, if they released that against pressure, it would have failed.
yeah.
It would have failed. If you released James Bond that same weekend, it was over, homie. It was over. Like, I'm going to see 007.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess I give it to you perfect. I enjoyed it though. I think it was really going to the character Tom Hardy. I think he's a phenomenal guy. His role really
actor.
fit that. He's a great actor. So it fit. But to come out with Carnage, you can't play with that. It has to be rated R.
that's my point.
It has to be rated R.
They went for the heaviest meat, and then now it's like, you really got homie in the wig talking about he gonna do it, and y'all not even gonna show. And that was the whole point of Carnage. He just kills everybody in weird ways.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the hell of it, you're not gonna show. That's gonna be too much off-screen murder.
Yeah.
That's gonna be off-screen. Like you would have to just be on Spider-Man the whole time. Like, oh, they all dead. Spidey, come in. You know what I mean? And then if you don't bring in Spider-Man to do it, it kind
messes
of
everything
kills.
up. Which is why they were saying they had to release Morpheus before certain movies. So, to another one of your points, I think they're just going to eat it up and just release everything on Apple TV. I'm sorry, not Apple.
I mean, Disney Plus?
Disney Plus.
Maybe. The way it's looking, maybe.
Because with them going, like, niggas going to say, you know what? Give me an extra $40. Here's this. It just start hitting them every 2 months with another one and another one and another one. They'll kill them.
Yeah. But they only make their initial money because then how much do they lose when pirating? Because they only make that initial money.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, if they can really get something, I hate to give them the secret, but there ain't no secret. They already know. If they can get some encrypted, like encoding there, like with some like Quibi type of things where you can't, well, you can always record it.
They really.
You get what I'm saying?
They
If you
did a
can
good
encrypt
job.
it, they will do wonders. Like, yeah, it's
But then,
$48.50.
you know what's crazy? There's so many recording devices, like apps, to where you can pay for it, record it,
yeah.
and then resell it and make pretty much more.
Anytime you transfer it to a screen, you can always put something in there to intercept it.
Like,
to
I
fucking
just
pay.
realized from my Android, like when I download this particular app, I can record anything.
Yeah.
In 1080p, whatever it is the version it's going to record it in, and then send it right out.
That's what I'm saying. So, that's why they know they're going to lose some tickets. But it's like,
You can't hold on to this movie for so long. Like, you can't release Black Widow in 2025.
Bro, they pushed everything back a year.
Yeah.
They didn't even bring stuff like this in. That's how crazy it is. And this was good. This was decent.
This is really good, people.
This is really good.
Really good.
Look, the CGI is good. I'm not gonna say great. It's good.
There you go. Well, break it down how they changed things up and
compared to the comic, I never really was a big comic fan of this one.
All right, so compared to the comic, what they changed is now you have where they come in to where they haven't really said that their father,
is the devil, right?
Is the devil. So what they're saying it was a demonic being that marked the mother during the pregnancy.
Okay.
Which gave them their abilities.
Gotcha.
So the way they set it up is phenomenal to me from when you're looking and you're trying to think about multiple seasons.
That's the thing.
So the way they did this, to me, I give them a check already because you already give the ability to go extra with it. So, right. Yeah. So in this one, the father, they didn't say devil. They just said very strong demonic being that marked the mother. And
so that creature that came back was not their father then, because I didn't get to that episode.
No,
See,
he's not.
They were trying to edit it together like it was the dad, and they was like, yo, he back. And it was
genius. So the way the series starts off, well, not start off, just to give you what it is.
Yeah.
So you have the brother and the sister, all right? You have the father who, again, we say the comic book, they didn't say it. So in the TV series, we're in the Hulu now. All right, the TV series, he's a demonic, very powerful demonic being who was a serial killer.
Yeah.
And he took Anna with him.
Right.
And left the son with the mother. So this is how you have how they're raised differently. Right. So the daughter was on the killing spree with the father.
Right. And on the show, that's why it seems like she's a little more messed up, or she's out there like hunting the demons and all that stuff.
When I say this bitch is fucked up in the head, this bitch ain't playing. So she was on the road with a lot of her, the way they do it, I think it's about 7 of her father's killings. She helped. She played like she was lost and a lot of other things. And then eventually she wind up escaping away from her father when he actually wanted her to actually do a kill.
He wanted her to commit the crime.
He actually wanted her to commit a crime, which she, with the blade that carved in Helstrom, that carved the symbol that's in his chest.
Into the brother, right.
Right, because that's the only thing that would really take to the being, like really hurt him.
Right.
Because he was born of it, even though he's part whatever. Because at the time his mother gave birth, she was actually human.
Okay.
And then she got possessed after she gave birth.
Okay, so that's not even the demon that was there.
No.
That's a whole separate demon.
That's a whole separate demon.
Right.
Who and once you're marked,
the demons can get to you.
By this being, it allows you to be possessed by a demon.
Gotcha. That's how they do it in the TV show.
Right.
Because there's a whole hotel where they got marked people. They bring them in.
Right. And it goes to show you great writing, great the way they're doing everything. And like Jeff said again, good special effects. Not phenomenal, not great, but good. They're not cheesy. They're not cheap. Right. But they're good.
Right. The story is good.
Very good story.
The characters playing in there is good. The black guy.
Shout out to
I
David
his name.
from The Wire. And the reason why I'm saying this, the guy who came out with The Wire. First of all, I give him credit because you have a white man who didn't snitch. For you guys who may or may not know, a lot of that Wire is based on a real person.
Right.
And a lot of the characters on it, like just to give you, because he went out and even Avon, the real Avon, went out and put it out there. Him and Stringer Bell were enemies. They weren't cool. But in the TV series, they buddy.
Right.
Him and Prop Joe were cool. Right. But in the TV series, they ops.
Well, you always got to change it. Make
Right,
it look,
so
you know what I
he
mean?
changed a
Make it
lot
look
of
good.
things to protect a lot of sources.
Right.
But a lot of those fucking actors from that show has went on and done other shows and have had great movie and TV show careers.
Yeah, I mean, hands down. I forget whatever that dude's name is. It sucks to see him walking. I was like, is he sick?
No,
'Cause the way he
I
was
just-
walking like that. You
I
know
just
what I mean?
think that's his character.
You think that was character?
Yeah, because it fits.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It fits he shouldn't be able to move that freely. A guy who, so you have.
I thought he was sick in real life.
I don't think so. No,
You know what I mean?
I
Because
just think
he
that's,
was like-
that's the character. And what they also brought into this wonderful TV series, they brought the Catholic Church.
Oh, hands down. Yeah.
And the way they brought the Catholic Church, because you think of demonic possessions, you have to bring the church. But the way they brought the church, and I got to give Hulu hella credit for this. They brought the church in different factions.
Yeah.
So the church being so big, sometimes the left hand don't know what the right hand is doing.
Yeah.
And you have so many different factions of the Catholic Church fighting each other and working with each other on certain things.
Yeah, that was wild when the girl was like, "Yeah, Father, what are we doing?" It was like, "What? We don't know what's going on." And they know that the black girl, like, she worked for the church, but she was a psychiatrist.
Right,
and she was
right.
like, "You really my trainer?" And they both knew that she was going to take over because
Right.
she's sick. You know what I mean? And she ain't know what was going on. That was cool. That was a cool little plot point. I liked things like that. Like, it's a good show. Now, it sucks that the showrunners and everything else are not on the regular Marvel standpoint with this. So they said, as of now, they won't be tying this into our Marvel universe. Even though
Right,
everything's
as of
owned.
right now. That's a
Everything's
great word.
owned. What's her name's coming back? I don't know if you heard.
Luke Cage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke Cage, so
You
he's
were
going to
telling
be
us
popping
last
up.
week, right?
Yeah, so, but you see what I'm saying? So,
That's what they say when they said for right
Right
now.
now.
They want to see how well this does.
because this wasn't done with the Doctor Strange property in mind.
No, it wasn't.
So, because if it was, this would have been a great tie-in. But then this would have been on hold. You see what I'm saying?
It would have
This would've
cost a
been
lot more money. And
Oh,
here's the
hell
greatest
yeah.
thing. Another thing I give the fact that even though he's not that great of a character, when they released it, they released all the episodes at once.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the weekly thing that they normally do with the other big ones.
Well, that's Hulu's thing. Hulu was like Netflix. We dropped. You get what I'm
Well,
saying?
some of the stuff they were releasing weekly, just like Prime with with the boys.
Yeah.
When it's a real popular one, you want to milk it.
Yeah, but usually with Hulu stuff,
All
that's all Hulu. Yeah, it's there. It's there. So, I mean, will things change? Probably. Like if they get a show that's involved, because I see any of those Marvel shows week to week, they definitely week to week. So if they get any of those that's connected, they're gonna be week to week. I see Luke Cage, the Kung Fu guy, I forget his name, the Daredevil. I see all the Defenders coming here.
Iron Hand or whatever they call
Yeah,
it.
I see all the Defenders coming to Hulu.
I see it.
I see it.
I see it, and that's dark, so they got to do it.
Yep,
gotta
they're
do it
dark
on
enough.
Hulu. They can't do it on Disney Plus.
They're dark enough, and they can tie them into things. And I don't know. I don't know if they'll let Spidey tie them in or whatever it is. They'll somehow say we got different dimensions, and
Right.
they'll tie everybody.
I think
in
that's
again.
exactly it.
That's the only way they could go.
That's the way it's tied. But again, give the new writers credit for this
Oh,
one
1,000%.
because they did so many subplots.
1,000%.
And just to put it out there, as phenomenal as Love Country was, it can't be a season 2.
Yeah, I don't even want it to be a season.
Yeah, you know what I
2.
mean? It's crazy for you to say when something was so good and you would sit there and you want more, but it was
I
so
don't want it to be a
phenomenal,
season
you don't want him to touch it. And with this being so good, they have so many subplots
Yeah.
that opens up that even though it's so good, you know it can go into multiple different ways because
Yeah.
of the way it was set up.
Yeah, hands down. Especially when I see things like that, I don't want to see a season 2. You got two of the characters that can't be there.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? The uncle
main
and
character's dead, the uncle's dead.
yeah. And I was like, what you gonna do? You gonna start with the you gonna start with the
Like, the only you could do is do with her.
throwing the board? Yeah. And I'm like,
what was her name? Tweak or Skeek, whatever her name was. The one that was pregnant. I forgot her character. I haven't watched
Letty.
it. So Letty. I mean, with her teaching her son, in fact, that she has the book, maybe you could do something with that. But like, yeah, you need more.
That's what I'm saying. I
Can't
get it.
Just do just her.
I'm like, I don't want to see nothing else from it. You know, let it die as it is. HBO Max. I know you coming out with something else. You know, they doing Raised by Wolves. They gave them a green light for season 2, and that's gonna be a stretch.
Please give me some more. Like
that's gonna be. I'm like, do it better, homie.
Yeah,
we let you slide with this.
It was a slide. Everything was really well done.
Yo,
but
it was this close to being out.
Yeah,
It was like,
it was-
safe. All right.
like Jeff said, the fact that they released 2 episodes per week
They had
saved it.
That was it.
Saved it.
Because the whole 2 episodes was just enough to get my interest in there.
Super drag.
Just enough. And I'm like, oh, yo, homie, this shit ain't cutting it. Y'all got something else?
At all.
Like, no.
At all.
No.
So
I don't know. Go ahead.
Another subplot is the fact that the brother and the sister are at odds again because the fact that one was raised by the mother, one was raised by the father, and the fact that they learned why they were split. And they were split by the 2 factions we talked about. The leader of the, 2 of the factions purposely separated them.
Yeah, but anytime they're together, they cause a.
They powerful as shit together.
That's the thing. They can't control that power that's together.
Right.
It's
and
like 2 halves of a
powers,
whole.
Which are similar, but are very different.
Yeah.
So she has the ability to suck life.
Right, but she's not marked like him. She doesn't have his.
She is. Is
she branded?
She might be. She's not branded as him from what I saw because I haven't finished. I'm only up to. I just finished episode 7.
Okay.
He's branded. She's not.
Yeah.
But it's something about that blade.
Because anytime he goes against the demons, his fire thing, his whole chest lights up. Because that's the thing. And he's like, oh, you strong. And it's like,
he went ape shit with that. Like, it
right.
burned him. It burnt his clothes off.
But that's the
He
thing.
went supernova.
Right, right. See, that's the thing with season 1 and season 2. If they give a season 2 of this,
Right.
you got to see him get powerful.
Well, they kind of.
Because when he fought the other demon that just came back,
Right.
he was like, you weak, boy. You remember? He was like, I just came here. You weak. Remember? So he has to build into it because he never used it. The sister,
right, he did. Now,
the sister has been using it.
She is a pro with hers.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
not only can she suck the life out of you by touching you,
Yeah.
she can literally suck the life force out of you by touching you. She has the telekinesis where she can actually she can throw you away.
Yes.
There's one part to where after someone else killed, she was trying to get rid of the body. She literally crunched the human body into a ball to fit into a box.
Yeah.
So she's that powerful, but just to go to show you, I don't think she can fuck with her brother.
Well, no, see, but that's the whole sell up. But as of now, she's probably more powerful than him. But
Right.
he's not
Well, after
gotten
episode
strong
7,
enough.
I don't think she can fuck with him.
Right, but yeah, he has to
but
get
he
stronger.
literally
That's the thing.
can manipulate fire just
Yeah.
to show you. He can make it happen. He can take it away. And it's like his power is hellfire. It's not regular fire.
Right.
It's like hellfire. And it starts off with this little boy who, via the internet, wants to act like he's possessed. He takes tap water and tells the little boy it's holy water.
Yeah.
The little boy reacts to it. He's like, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. So then the little boy,
he was like old Latin. You've been watching
Yeah,
TVs, huh?
yes.
Okay.
But it's great. The kid went online to learn Latin, to learn all this shit, just to act like he was demonic.
Right.
The little boy took his own shit and wrote
And
it
wrote
on the walls,
yeah.
just to come out like a demonic beast.
Yeah.
Demonic, like he was possessed. So once he figures out this kid is bullshit, the kid tries to punch him and he freezes the kid.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
and you say that like
freezes the
"You wanna
kid,
do this?"
like his whole body, and then lights fire up around them
Uh-huh.
both. It was like, homie, you really don't want this
Right.
beef you were asking for right now.
Exactly.
So you have that subplot, and then the real story, which is where, again, you thinking this being that was released. So the mother, the being that possessed the mother, convinces one of the hospital employees to go to the tomb and release a being that's being kept by another demon that was shunned by all demons, and they became keepers. So
Right.
keepers are those beings that can hold a demon at bay.
Right.
So even though they're demons themselves, they're called keepers because they actually keep a demon from being for going out there doing havoc.
Right. Right.
So the being that's inside the mother sends the employee with two other guys that they have marked and that are possessed
yes.
to release this being that we believe in the beginning that it is the devil.
Right.
It
We
is
thought it
their
was the father. We thought it
who
was the
is
father.
who is a very powerful serial killer
Right.
possessed. Come to find out, it's not.
Right.
And the being that is possessed by the mother is a female, and she sent that person to release it from that keeper, and that is one of her children.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Another
So that's what's
subplot,
missing.
which again, I take my hat off. Because at the end of the day, all you're hearing about is their father, their father, their father. And everything that's happening has nothing to do with their father. As
Right.
far
We
as
didn't
the
get there
beings.
yet.
We didn't
Yeah.
get there yet.
We didn't even get there. Yeah.
So
yeah.
come to find out, they get the skull of the keeper to the asylum, which makes the creature that's holding the mother hostage release her.
Got you.
And then you see the loop that the mother is in, which is why she's not able to take over her body. She's in the same loop over and over again, the same day, the same
That's
day.
the same day when they were in the house that the
Right.
boy jumps in.
Right.
Okay.
So
Right.
the same day over and over again. But now that the keeper's skull is there and the keeper is going in there to trap the being that's possessed the mother, the being tries to convince the mother to help her.
Got you. Got you.
And the mother was like, no. So now that the being's trapped, the mother's out now and about.
yeah.
But
yeah.
again, one of her children has been released. And he's on his way back to the asylum
looking for the mother.
looking for the mother to destroy the keeper so the mother could be released.
Got you. Got you. And that's where you left off.
That's where I left off.
Okay. It's so now that makes sense because I know when he fought him the first time, that's when I saw him.
Yo,
he was making
he's
light work
super
of him. He was
powerful.
like,
Yeah.
"You ain't strong enough
Ploop,
yet."
ploop,
Yeah.
ploop.
Yeah.
He's very strong.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show you throughout the course of when they do it, these two beings, the brother and sister, are very strong, but they haven't peaked or even tipped the abilities that they truly have,
No.
especially when they're together. Because what they do to the son who goes to try to destroy the keeper's skull to release his mother,
Yeah.
they make quick work of that nigga when they teamed up.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
mind you, when he jumped in the asylum and they were trying to fend him off, I mean, ploop, quick work. Quick work of him.
But see, that's what I like about the show. I was like, ain't no holding back.
Yeah.
Ain't no like, yo, I gotta do 6 weeks in the gym.
Yeah.
They was like Wonder Twin powers
Yeah.
activate. That shit started. They was like, yo, you don't know what the fuck is going on.
So what
was
they
like-
did is while they both were fighting him, he diffuses one the other. And then what happens is they wind up attacking him together.
Yeah.
And by doing that, he couldn't fight them. They were too powerful. And what they did is they took the skull of the keeper, and then he had this thing inside his torso that opens up and literally eats beings and people.
Got you. Okay.
So the guy who was possessed, he marked his own wife so his mother can go inside of
the
her.
wife got
But Helstrom cured her. Now
so he could take the mark
he
away.
can take the mark away because he's kind of a purifier himself.
See, and now that's gonna be something there. Hopefully, he can cure his mother if he takes the mark away.
Well, he
whatever.
can't right now because
Right,
the being's
he's
too
not
strong.
strong,
Right.
exactly.
But together, again, them two, if they could ever get on the right page. Now, mind you, the brother and the sister hate each other. Again, the Sister is angry because she felt that her mother didn't fight for her
right.
and let her father take her.
Right.
And her whole being in this series is to kill her father.
Yes.
Which is why with her number 2, she seeks out rapists, child molesters, killers, and she sucks the living life out of them herself. And that's her way of coming to terms with what her father made her do.
Right.
That's her way of giving back.
Right. Yeah, and it's a good show. It's definitely
It's a great show, people.
definitely
Again, the CG is good.
Yeah.
It's not what you're used to from the Marvel world.
Yeah, they didn't have the full Marvel
They have
budget.
the full, right, but it's still good.
It's still good. That's the thing.
Very good.
It's an adult premise. It's nothing in there that's like kiddie. You know what I mean? Nothing to watch the little kids on, like 5-year-olds. It's
Yeah.
No, not for them. It should be doing better. I think it did pretty well. I don't know. They're talking about a season 2, but I don't think they want to give it a season 2 because they're trying to make everything one. You know what I mean? So I don't know what
I think
they're
you hit
trying
it right
to do.
on the head.
Yeah.
I think they're going to, but they're doing what they're doing a lot of. The fact of they're trying to make everything to where everything can feed off each other. And, well, if you watch this show, you have to watch this show because this show eventually has something to do with that show.
And I love that. In all seriousness, I love that when it was like, yeah, catch episode 6 of Jake and them because they got the answer. And when you skip to, if you don't watch that, you'll skip and be like, how they got the flowers?
Yeah, you lost.
Wait, where do he come in? You know
so
what
it
I mean?
forces you to watch everything.
I love that when going forward, and I think they definitely need that. When y'all do get back together, don't recast. I like them.
At first,
I mean,
the sister, I was
iffy. I was iffy.
But her character fits because she's attractive, but she's not too attractive.
Yeah.
And then once you start to see how she fits that role, she is conniving, smart mouth. I mean, when she don't give a fuck, she don't.
Yeah.
And this is a young lady that you have to remember was on the road when her father was a serial killer, legitimately killing people and using her.
Right.
Oh, that shit with the twins? Oh, nigga, that shit. Oh, my gosh, man. I was like, wow. She's like, somebody's in this house.
Yeah.
And you like, what? And then they were fucking twins. So you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
So, again, very well written. Very well directed. The plots are phenomenal. There's so many plots in here, and there's so many different ways that they can take this, which is wonderful. And again, like Jeff said, do not recast.
That's what I'm saying.
Keep this alone. You have great actors and great actresses.
Bring them back in the fold, but don't
bring them back in the fold.
Don't switch them up. You know what I mean? Don't do whatever.
Unless somebody die. Other than that, leave it alone.
Yeah.
And again, with the fact that they brought the church into it, with so many different factions of the church, with sometimes the right hand don't know what the left hand doing, and right now you have them at ends with each other fighting, because what they really want to do in the beginning, they wanted to kill both kids.
Yes, that was the thing.
And there are 2 individuals who were fighting them all of it, but now they're adults, and in episode 7, the ones that were in charge of the hospital beds, they tried to kill Helstrom. They tried to kill him in episode 7, and boy, did that shit backfire.
See, because you know what's so crazy? I don't even know if they couldn't kill him now.
With that blade, they can.
But do they know they need the blade?
Yes.
Okay, see, that's the thing. Because they don't have it, then they know they should have luck.
When the guy had it, and they literally, one of the guys who was protecting Anna, from their thing, they literally cut him with every knife.
Gotcha.
Knowing that the blade is the one that would set that scar off.
Yeah.
And that was the one. And he took it from Anna because she had it in her little chest in her
gotcha.
in the vault.
In the vault, yeah.
And when it was lost, she went ape shit.
Right. But she knows it's powerful. She knows that. She knows the thing that why it's powerful. Right. But she knows
that was the blade that was used to mark him. And when he saw that, he's like, where did you get that blade from?
Yeah.
And what I mean, this nigga started burning himself. Like, it was like And the way they did it was, I love how they did it. He didn't catch on fire,
Hey, everybody
but
else
he
did.
got so good that his clothing started to
Burn.
literally
Yeah.
burn on his body. And there's a part in there where he was getting a tattoo. Every part around that scar
It doesn't take,
was
right?
able to tattoo, but the
Tattoo itself. Yeah.
And when that whole shit lit up,
yeah.
and everybody in that room, he started sitting on fucking fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Finish it off tonight. But again, I take my hat off to Hulu. I'm going to have to start paying more attention to you guys.
I told you. Yeah, look, remember we talked about what plan to get? I said Hulu got all that shit in the tuck, and that's because of the other deal. So when Disney picked them up, they're
Right.
not even advertising that, but you get all the other channels that they had to get. So that you get what I'm saying? All the other shows, the hidden joint. That's one of
Yep.
those. That's one of those you hit the search like, oh, this shit on there? Oh, yep. I told you. That's what I said.
Take my hat off, man.
That's
It's
it.
definitely a good one. So, y'all guys, check this out. Helstrom, it's good. Again, there are a lot of subplots, and sorry, we spoiled a lot for you. But the greatest thing about it is what you think is going on is not going on.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show you that they put a lot of thought and effort into the script.
Oh yeah, hands down. It's well written. It's well written. That's why I said like I don't want to see you throw everything away. I don't want to see you do like a Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing was good, and then they trashed that shit before you could get to the third day. I was like, God damn. I was like, so
This will be, I guess you would say, this would be Hulu's Venom, to where they didn't put a lot of money behind it, and because of the Spider-Man thing, and they didn't team up with Sony, so he couldn't spit the web and he couldn't do the Venom blades and shit. He was climbing the buildings and shit. So they did this really well. And again, if they want to do something, they can. But if they don't want to, it can survive on its own the way they did it.
yeah. Hopefully.
Last words before we get out of here.
Check it out, people. It's good stuff.
Check it out. Again, this is why we're here. A lot of the people that are home, you're looking for different stuff to watch. We got you covered, y'all. We'll check y'all out next week, 8 p.m. Peace.
Yeah, that's gonna suck.